ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। हरि ओम जय गुरुदेव। ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः गुणत्रय विभाग योगः। श्री भगवानुवाच परं भूयः क्षम्यताम्, I'll just read from the chapter verse 10th, right? रजस्तमश्च विभूय सत्वं भवति भारत। रजसत्वं तमश्चैव तमसत्वं रजस्तथा। सर्वद्वारेषु
तेषु ते हीस्मिन् प्रकाश
प्रकाशोपजायते
उपजायते
ज्ञानं
ज्ञानं यथा
यथा
तथा विद्धि विवृद्धिं सत्त्वमित्युत लोभप्रवृत्ति आरम्भ।
Yeah, please go ahead, Sarlaji.
आई एम सॉरी, वो म्यूट नहीं हो।
No, it's okay. You can also chant. Yeah. Lobha pravrittirarambah कर्मणामशमस्पृहा रजस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे भरतर्षभ। अप्रकाशो प्रवृत्तिश्च प्रमादो मोह एव च तमस्येतानि जायन्ते विवृद्धे कुरु नन्दन। यदा सत्त्वे प्रवृद्धे तु प्रलयं याति देहभृत् तदोत्तमविदां लोकान् अमलान् प्रतिपद्यते। रजसि प्रलयं गत्वा कर्मसङ्गीषु जायते। कर्मणः सुकृतस्याहुः सात्विकं निर्मलं फलं। रजसस्तु फलं दुःखम् अज्ञानं तमसः फलम्। सत्त्वात् सञ्जायते ज्ञानं रजसो लोभ एव च प्रमादमोहौ तमसो भवतो ज्ञानमेव च। ऊर्ध्वं गच्छन्ति सत्त्वस्था मध्ये तिष्ठन्ति राजसाः जघन्यगुणवृत्तिस्था अधो गच्छन्ति तामसाः। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति गुणानेतानतीत्यत्रिन् देही देहसमुद्भवान् जन्म मृत्युजरा दुःखैः विमुक्तो मृतमश्नुते अर्जुन उवाच कैर्लिङ्गैस्त्रीन् गुणानेतान् अतीतो भवति प्रभो किमाचारः कथं चैतान् स्त्रीन् गुणानतिवर्तते श्रीभगवानुवाच प्रकाशं च प्रवृत्तिं च मोहमेव च पाण्डव न द्वेष्टि न द्वेष्टि सम्प्रवृत्तानि न निवृत्तानि काङ्क्षति उदासीनवदासीनो गुणैर्यो न विचाल्यते गुणा वर्तन्त इत्येव योऽवतिष्ठति नेङ्गते समदुःख सुख स्वस्थः समलोष्टाश्मकाञ्चनः तुल्यप्रिया प्रियो धीरः तुल्यनिन्दात्मसंस्तुतिः मानापमानयोस्तुल्यः तुल्यो मित्रारिपक्षयोः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी गुणातीतः स उच्यते मां च यो व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्याव्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे गुणत्रयविभागयोगो नाम चतुर्दशोऽध्यायः ॐ तत्सत् सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु अथ पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् तत्सत् सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु हरि ओम सुमा जी would you please take over
Yes. Can you all see my screen?
yes we can see yeah we wish to do from the verse 27 or
We started that yesterday, but we did not complete. We just read up to the first thing only. Only up to
yeah
this we read. That Brahman
yeah
is the basis of. So we'll start with 27 again, unless anyone wants to go to 25, 26.
yeah I will just read would you mind just projecting on the screen just the verses and the meaning please 26 25 26
Okay.
and the last paragraph of 26 we can repeat and then
Okay.
धन्यवाद
So This is 25.
Yeah.
I think we'll do 26 because 23,
Okay.
24, 25 together was
Yeah.
the
Correct.
qualities. 26 is the conduct of the Gunatita, conduct of the Gunatita.
Correct. How the attitude and this is different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Here it is.
Yeah. Mam च yo व्यभिचारेण भक्तियोगेन सेवते सगुणान् समतीत्यैतान् ब्रह्मभूयाय कल्पते. Yeah, kindly take over, Sumaji. We can just read the last paragraph, meaning and the last paragraph of this verse, and then we will continue with the new words, please.
And the one who is with unswerving devotion worships, seeks me. He, having properly crossed the three gunas, is fit for being Brahman. A real bhakta is one who wants to know what is. He is not pursuing Bhagavan as something separate from himself, but as the content of his own thoughts. Whatever you see here is Bhagavan. So, it is not a question of pursuing, but of seeing. Being all pervasive, Bhagavan is not elsewhere. Being eternal, he is not away in terms of time. Then, where is the question of searching or waiting? A person who knows this has transcended the gunas properly, without any motion, but purely by knowledge. In fact, it is not even transcending because Atma, I, remains always transcendent and always immanent, like space. Such a person knows himself as this Atma, becomes one who is fit to be Brahman, because Brahman is not separate from Atma. Thus, Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate is fit to become Brahman, means he is Brahman. Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. Yeah, you can read verse 27.
Yeah. ब्रह्मणो हि प्रतिष्ठाहम् अमृतस्य व्ययस्य च शाश्वतस्य च धर्मस्य सुखस्यैकान्तिकस्य च. He indeed, aham, I am, amrutasya, immortal, avyayasya cha, which is not subject to change, shashvatasya dharmasya cha, of the eternal dharma, the basis of everything, aikantikasya cha sukhasya, which is of the nature of happiness that is not subject to negation, brahmanaha, of Brahman, pratishtha, the basis. He, aham, amritasya, avyayasya cha, shashvatasya dharmasya cha, aikantikasya cha, sukhasya, brahmanah, pratishtha.
I am the basis indeed of Brahman, which is immortal, not subject to change, the eternal Dharma, the basis of everything, and which is of the nature of happiness that is not subject to negation. So Bhagavan says, I am the basis indeed of Brahman, which is immortal, not subject to change, the eternal Dharma, the basis of everything, and which is of the nature of happiness, and that is not subject to negation. It was said in the last verse that the one who seeks me with unswerving commitment, avya vicharana bhakti yogena is fit to become Brahman. Brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Bhakti here is a commitment to pursuit of knowledge. And the root save typically refers to service or treatment that is undergone. Both involve a commitment, but here it means to seek with commitment. Here in this verse, Bhagavan gives the reason why a bhakta becomes Brahman. Here, the one who pursues Pratyekatma is Parameshwara. He has the discriminative knowledge that Atma is Sat Chit Ananda, which is Brahman, the cause of creation. Therefore, everything here is Atma. To account for all activities, when Sat Chit Ananda Atma is unable to perform any action, we say that it is the very nature of the Prakriti that is composed of the gunas to engage in action. So we say Swabhavaha tu pravartate. That is, it is the swabhava, nature of the gunas to change constantly, engage in actions. The gunas are transformed into the body-mind-sense complex through which all actions take place. Knowing this, the one who has transcended the gunas does not get involved in their activities, knowing that Atma is gunatita. He becomes Brahman because Atma is Brahman. Atma is the very basis, pratishtha, of Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Elsewhere, it is clearly stated the Brahman is the pratishtha of everything. And here Bhagavan says, I am the basis of Brahman. Shankara elaborates for us here. It is said that the one who recognizes that Atma is free from gunas is fit to become Brahman. That is, because the meaning of the word I is the basis of Brahman. Later also, the Lord is going to say, I have entered into the heart of all beings. Sarvasya cha aham hridi sannidrishtaha. Sarvasya cha aham hridi sannidrishtaha. And he has said in the 13th chapter, and know me also, Arjuna, as the knower of the field in all the fields. Kshetrajnanam cha api mam viti sarva kshetreshu bharata. The Kshetrajna is Pratyekatma, who is not an I that is different from the I of Krishna. Nor is it really inner in the sense that it is not away from anything. It is not really inner in the sense that it is not away from anything. The body and all that is known by the body-mind-sense complex is also Atma, the meaning of I. I is the basis, pratishtha, of Brahman, because in I alone is Brahman. That means I is Brahman without any basis-based relationship. Brahman, as it is revealed by the Shruti, has no pratishtha, as it is not one of the objects in the world. Heaven is also revealed by Shruti, but it has its basis in the world in the sense that it is part of the world, existing as it does in time and space. Similarly, a tree has its pratishtha in the earth, as the pot has its pratishtha in the clay of which it is made. If Brahman is one of the objects revealed by the Shruti, like heaven, its pratishtha will be in the creation. But Brahman, though it is revealed by the words of Shruti, has its pratishtha not in the creation but in Atma.
Hariom Sumaji, could you please read this paragraph once again?
Okay. So I'll start from here. Shankara elaborates for us here. It was said that the one who recognizes that Atma is free from gunas is fit to become Brahman. That is because the meaning of the word I is the basis of Brahman. Later also the Lord is going to say, I have entered into the heart of all the beings. Sarvasya cha aham hridi sanni vishtaha. And he has said in the 13th chapter, and know me also, Arjuna, as the knower of the field in all the fields. Kshetrajnanam cha api mam vidi sarvashetreshu bharata. Kshetrajna is Pradyakatma, who is not an I that is different from the I of Krishna. Nor is it really inner in the sense that it is not away from anything. So it's not really inner in the sense that it is not away from anything. The body and all that is known by the body mind sense complex is also Atma, the meaning of I. This is clear now, no? The I is the inner as well as the body mind sense complex. Everything is Atma because everything has come from Brahman, and that I is Krishna. That I and Brahman are the same. I is the basis, pratishtha of Brahman, because in I alone is Brahman. That means I is Brahman without any basis-based relationship. Brahman, as it is revealed by the Shruti, has no pratishtha, as it is not one of the objects of the world. Heaven is also revealed by Shruti, but it has its basis in the world in the sense that it is part of the world, existing as it does in time and space. Similarly, a tree has its pratishtha in the earth, as the pot has its pratishtha in the clay of which it is made. If Brahman is one of the objects revealed by the Shruti, like heaven, its pratishtha will be in the creation. If Brahman is one of the objects revealed by the Shruti, like heaven, its pratishtha will be in the creation. But Brahman, though it is revealed by the words of Shruti, has its pratishtha not in creation, but in Atma. So I, Atma, Brahman, all is Bhagavan, the basis of everything. In the Shruti, Brahman is not presented as other than Atma. In the Shruti, Brahman is not presented as other than Atma. Anything other than Atma is Anatma. Being not one of the objects, you can find Brahman only in the Atma. If it is not Atma, it can only be Anatma and will necessarily always be remote. Nitya Paroksha. You can never reach such a Brahman, for it is not a given place like heaven, nor is it a given object that you can gain possession of. I'll read this paragraph again. In the Shruti, Brahman is not presented as other than Atma. Anything other than Atma is Anatma. Being not one of the objects, you can find Brahman only in the Atma. If it is not Atma, it can only be Anatma and will necessarily always be remote, Nitya Paroksha. You can never reach such a Brahman, for it is not a given place like heaven, nor is it a given object that you can gain possession of. In the beginning of the chapter, Bhagavan was used in the sense of, Brahman. In the beginning of the chapter, Brahman was used in the sense of Maya. Tas, tasam, Maya, tasam, Brahma, Mahat Yonihi, Aham, Bija Pradaha Pita. Maya tasam Brahma Mahat Yonihi Aham Bija Pradaha Pita. Why not take it that way here? I am the Pratishta, the basis of Brahman. That is, I am Maya. That is not possible here because Brahman has a number of adjectives in this verse that are applicable only to Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma and not Maya. Go back to this. In the beginning of the chapter, Brahman was used in the sense of Maya tasam Brahma Mahat Yonihi Aham Bija Prataha Pita. Why not take it that way here? I am the Pratishta, the basis of Brahman. That is, I am Maya. That is not possible here because Brahman has a number of adjectives in this verse that are applicable only to Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma and not to Maya. Also, this verse is connected to the previous verse in which it was said that the one who has transcended the gunas becomes fit to become Brahman. Due to that reason also, this cannot be Maya because Maya consists of the gunas and without any knowledge at all, one already identifies himself as a product of Mithya. This will be clear when we look at the adjectives that qualify Brahman in this verse. This Brahman is Amrita, never dead. Shankara says, it is not subject to destruction. Though it does not get destroyed, perhaps it's changing all the time. As you recognize the same person, though he continues to change over the years, perhaps it is the same with Brahman. No, Brahman is avyaya. It never undergoes any change. That's why people who do sadhana never feel they have become old, no? Sasvata, Shasvata means it is always there. Tomorrow, it is always there tomorrow. That is in the future. And Nitya indicates that there was not a time in the past when Brahman was not. And that timeless Brahman is the one who has all knowledge of Dharma. Dharma also has another meaning. Drayate iti dharmaha. That which sustains everything. Shankara says that it is that which can be obtained through Jnana Yoga. Further, it is Sukha. There is no subject, there is no object in the world called Sukha. Further, it is Sukha. There is no object in the world called Sukha, and therefore Sukha is an excellent word to use here. Its very nature, Swarupa, is Sukha. That which is free from any sense of want or imperfection. So beautiful. Its very nature, Swarupa, is Sukha, that which is free from any sense of want or imperfection, otherwise called Purna, fullness, and therefore glossed by Shankara as that whose nature is fullness, Ananda Rupa. Aikantika means that which is never negated because it is Satya and therefore not subject to contradiction. Everything else is mere name and form, Namarupa, and being Mithya will change. Satya will not. That Brahman, as described here, it is to be understood as the nature of Pratyagatma. This is the Pratishta here. By being Gunatita, how can one be Brahman? Ishvara is Brahman. With the power of Maya, Ishvara is Brahman with the power of Maya. I am that Brahman which enjoys this power, Shakti. That is also non-separate from Brahman, myself. If Krishna is taken as Ishvara, who is nothing but Paramatma and Shakti together. Between the power, Shakti, and the one who has the power, Shaktiman, there is no difference. Therefore, this Ishvara, who has the power, has his basis, Pratishta, only in the Atma. If Brahman is looked upon as the cause of the entire world, that Brahman has its Pratishta in Atma alone. I'll read this again. By being Gunatita, how can one be Brahman? Ishvara is Brahman with the power of Maya. I am that Brahman which enjoys this power, Shakti, that is also non-separate from Brahman, myself. If Krishna is taken as Ishvara, who is nothing but Paramatma and Shakti together, between the power Shakti and the one who has the power Shaktiman, there is no difference. Therefore, this Ishvara who has the power has his basis, Pratishta, only in the Atman. If Brahman is looked upon as the cause of the entire world, that Brahman has its Pratishta in Atma alone. Thus, this is called Brahma Bhavana, the condition of being Brahman without the implication of any process of becoming. You cannot become Brahman because you are the very basis, Pratishta of Brahman. Om Tat Sat. Shri.
Om Tat Sat iti Shrimad-Bhagavad-Gitasu Upanishadsu Brahma-Vidyayam Yoga-Shastre Shri Krishna-Arjun Samvade Gunatraya Vibhaga Yogo Nama Chaturdashodhyayah. Om Tat Sat.
Thus ends the 14th chapter, that is called Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga in the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which is likened to the Upanishads, whose subject matter is Brahma Vidya, which is also a Yoga Shastra, which is in the form of a dialogue between Sri Krishna and Arjuna. Om Tat Sat.
There is a footnote, Sumaji. Is it given at the end?
Here the word yoga refers to anything a person needs in terms of preparation of the mind, antakarana shuddhi, etc., etc. that is needed for the assimilation of this knowledge. Since the Gita discusses all these along with the Brahma Vidya, it is also referred to as Yoga Shastra. So we should never give up doing yoga. Continuously for Antakarana Shuddhi and preparation of the mind for this Brahma Vidya, practice of yoga is indispensable. We'll have Manana on this last verse. We were doing yesterday, but we didn't complete. This verse, this is what I got. This verse establishes that Atma is Brahman, and the Pratishta, the basis of Brahman is Atma. So Brahman, I, Atma, all are the same. And this refers to Bhagavan. That I is the Bhagavan. And what else? Then he describes that how this Brahman is Ishvara. Ishvara has Paramatma plus Maya, isn't it? So Brahman has the power of Maya. So it is also part of Atma only. And that does not describe Maya. How do we know that? Because of the adjectives used in this verse. Where it says Brahman is immortal, is Nitya, and is not subject to change, does not undergo any change. And it
Sorry,
is
Brahman is Nitya or Satya?
Nitya, I said. Nitya.
Nitya,
Eternal.
sorry. I heard it as Nitya. Nitya, right.
Nitya. Is Nitya, is eternal. Immortal, is not destroyed. It has no death. And it is not subject to change. Avyaya. And the eternal dharma, the basis of everything. This, I think this is the knowledge we will gain when we have Purna Antakarna Shuddhi, the eternal dharma. I think. And that is the basis of everything. And the nature of the Swarupa of Brahman is Sukha, happiness. And it is not subject to negation. Whereas Maya has Gunatita, it can make you sad, it can make you pain, pleasure, all that, experience all that. Whereas Brahman is only Sukha, is only happiness. So no wonder Gurudev named our course Happiness Program. Not our course, his course as Happiness Program. Even just reading this, I feel a smile coming to my face. Somebody say something, only I am talking.
Yeah, Hari Om. Bhakti is also given so much of importance. So beautifully it is said with the example of Mirabai. When you see around you nothing but Brahman, the manifestation of that only, that he is there in everything in the creation. When that comes, then that Bhakta becomes Bhagwan or Brahman.
Beautiful. Yeah. Avya Vicharana Bhakti. Brahma is not seeking, it is seeing, he said, no?
Yeah, yes. When Mirabai was given the poison, even in that she saw Krishna's prasad. She took it as prasada, and for her it became like whether it was a toxin or whether it was a flower, it was same for her. I think there is one very beautiful statement that Brahman and Atma, the relationship between Brahman and Atma, that is very, very beautiful, that it is a substratum. Atma is a substratum for Brahman. So I think that is in the previous chapter, in one shloka, Bhagavan had said that I am in and through the creation, but I do not require any support. I think that was in the previous
Yeah, I
chapter.
am the support of everything. I don't need support.
Yes, I don't need support. So here again, it is proved so beautifully by Bhagavan that he is in and through the creation, and he does not require any support. So again, in the Brahma Sutra, it says no that in the third last sutra that
Aadhar and Niradhar.
आधार हूँ या मैं निराधार हूँ but I am the आधार of the whole creation. Yeah, धन्यवाद सरला जी.
Jai Gurudev, can you please explain the Radhar and I am Adhar of everything? What does that mean? I am Niradhar.
Everything is existing because of me, but I don't need anything to exist myself. Consciousness is independent, no? It doesn't require anything, but uh, because of the Maya, everything Maya comes from where? So whatever is existing from where, which is the Aadhar for that? The one who has given the Aadhar. Someone else can explain it better. I don't get right words to explain my whatever the understanding is.
That pot and clay, no? For the pot, the substratum, the basis is the clay. The Adhar is the clay. But for Brahman, Brahman is the Adhar for everything. So therefore, he is Niradhar. He does not depend on anything for his existence. That's why he said, no, Sat Chitta Anandam. That is the description of Brahma. Brahma is the truth, is existence, is consciousness, and its Swarupa is joy, Anandam. Sat Chitta Anandam Brahma. Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. Eternal. No beginning, no end, not born, no death, no destruction, no change. Whereas anything that is dependent on something will undergo change, isn't it?
I remember Guruji saying sometimes, I don't need anyone. Do you think I need your help?
Yeah, true. I was also thinking of that this morning because a lot of people say, oh, Art of Living takes a lot of money for all these courses. Actually, he does not need to give us all this knowledge. Does not need to do anything. But whatever he is doing is for our benefit. And he has also said that charity cannot be done with an empty bowl. So nobody can do charity with an empty bowl. So whatever course fee we are paying is benefiting us, as well as through his programs, it is benefiting the community. So we are also doing charity indirectly. And he has given us the opportunity for that as well. Not only to gain this knowledge, but also to follow Dharma. So he doesn't really need anything. He doesn't need all this Dharma and all this knowledge and Antakarna Shuddhi and all that. So whatever he's doing is he's doing out of unconditional love. He does not need any of us or anything. That's what I got this morning after doing my Kriya. I felt like that. I felt very grateful that we got this opportunity to come on this path. And somewhere a few days ago, he said that when you feel you have received, then you feel contentment. That when you have this want, then there is that constant, I can't remember what his words were. When you feel I want, he says something, but when you feel I've received, then you feel grateful and contented. So I felt very grateful and contented for this wisdom in this lifetime. And he has given it without seeing any qualification, isn't it? Anybody can come and learn this wisdom. You don't have to have had done sadhana, all that before to come to the Guru to receive this wisdom. So he accepts everybody the way we are and gives us the opportunity to grow.
Jai Gurudev, these Vedas and the Shruti is again a part of Maya, isn't it?
It says no, Veda has come from Brahman. So even the basis of Veda is Brahman.
That is aparajna.
But then this is a part of Maya because what we are talking or listening to is everything happening in Maya, isn't it?
Yes, very,
I
very
feel
true.
so. I think so. Yes.
Then that is the only truth we follow.
Where did Maya
someone-
come from? Where did
From
Maya
Bhagwan.
come from?
From Bhagwan, right?
So?
This is what Shruti says, or the Vedas.
Yeah,
say.
Brahmashrayam
So
Maya.
this is a part of Maya, right? It has come into this world, which is created by Maya. So Veda is part of Maya. I'm listening again is part of Maya.
Okay.
And having faith or not having faith is again in the Maya, happening in Maya, according to my gunas. Same with other religions, isn't it? They believe they have faith in their scriptures, thinking that that is their truth. Again, this is in Maya. So, what is the truth, real truth? Because they have total faith in their religion.
Yes,
I'm supposed to have faith in my Shruti or my belief. That is, I feel that is the truth. But all of this is happening in Maya, isn't it?
Brahmashrayam Maya. We studied that, no? Go back to
But
Tattva
whatever
Bodha.
Again,
scriptures they have,
that we have read it from the Vedas. So Vedas are part of Maya, and then I think that this is the only truth, right?
Maya, where did Maya come from? Look into that.
even they have scriptures, the ultimate goal is knowing what they will know. They will know, they will reach to the same goal, what our Shrutis or our Puranas or our scriptures is telling us, and who is
Sorry, no,
acknowledging that.
no, 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 no. Their scriptures say very different thing. They do not say everything is God. There is a separate, there is only one
Yeah.
God for them.
Without going into details of what they have thought or what they have understanding or their beliefs, it's just a general statement I'm making. Are the Vedas part of Maya or not? Though we think, because Vedas say that it has come from Brahman, we have faith that it has come from Brahman. Where we have read this, where we have listened to this, in Vedas or in the Shruti, that it has come from Brahman. That's why we have this belief. I have a faith. Yes, it has come from Vedas. But is it not part of Maya? This is what I'm
Yes,
asking. As
yes,
I
it
am
is.
part of Maya, I am a product of Maya. Is Veda not a product of Maya?
Yes, it is.
Then,
Yes, it is.
then how can I say that this is the only truth and I am not the truth?
So that is why go back to Maya. Where did Maya come from?
That's what I'm saying. Maya has come from Brahman, where it is written, where why we are believing in it, because it is written in Vedas. But Vedas are also part of Maya or not?
Go to
Who wrote
Tattva
this?
Bodha again.
Who wrote all this Tattva Bodha and all that? Not you and me, ordinary people.
Again it is in Maya, isn't it?
But who has realized Brahman? They have written it. And they have given it to us as Shruti and
Yes.
Smriti for our.
Where is it where we have read it? In Vedas, in Shruti. Where this knowledge has come from? Again, Vedas only, right? You know
True,
this
but
because it has come
who
from Vedas.
So even if it is a knowledge, Gurudev says learning is very easy, but unlearning is very difficult. So wherever from the Veda Shrutis has come, we have the para and aparadhyan. So from where the paradhyan you are getting? So who is making you your antakarana shuddhi, and how you are coming to know who you are, and who is the Satchitananda, who is feeling? So is it a Maya?
that is your job to inquire and find out. Who is asking this question? Go back to
Yeah,
Ramana.
then you will understand all this. Yeah, correct.
Yes, it has come through the Maya, that Apara and Paravidya. Everything has come, means because our standpoint is the moment whatever we are doing, saying, everything is through the Maya, looking at everything through the uh, Maya's dimensions only. But then to transcend that is only your Purusharth, no? And the
Yeah.
grace and Purusharth will make you transcend that. Just now, all
Yeah.
of us, through the wearing the glasses, we are of the Maya, we are looking at everything and we are trying to understand it. And then ultimately, this knowledge also, like a
soap, we will have to wash it down to come clean out of it. And when we transcend it, then only we will be going into that Turiya avastha and beyond that. And that is called that Paravidya, no? All other things are apara. So through the apara, we are trying to at least understand that there is something beyond all this trigunas, all these sensual understandings beyond our intellect. Yo buddhi paratattva sano, beyond the buddhi only, that paratattva is. And when that will happen, through the transcendence, through the Guru's grace, through this para knowledge, and when we sit in our meditation, sometimes we get the glimpses. But then we again try to analyze those glimpses also through our small mind. And it is not the subject of understanding anyway. It is being. Just be that. So we will never be able to understand something so huge through our small mind. We can just be the big mind. Just be. So that is what the whole process is going on just now. That's what I feel. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you.
There are so many, means Percy G is also there. Can you light something on this issue?
Hari Om, here the importance of seva is also so beautifully mentioned. When you see the happiness of others in the happiness of you, that will also bring that, and that can happen only when you see everything around you as Brahman. When there is no I, me, and my world, when everything is you only.
Brahma Satya Jagat Mithya.
It is like a fish want to search in search of the water she is moving around. It is like that. She is the
Again, that
ocean.
bhajan you sing, Madhuri ji.
Pardon? मैं हूँ मंजिल.
Mirabai's bhajan.
नहीं, वो मैं हूँ मंजिल, मैं हूँ सफर भी,
नहीं
मैं
नहीं,
ही हूँ
मुझे दर्शन दे दो, अंतरात्मा प्रकाश और वो सब.
अच्छा.
मीराबाई का जो
Okay.
भजन लास्ट श्लोका में था ना, फुटनोट में.
दर्शन दो घन श्याम नाथ मोरी अखियां प्यासी रे. दर्शन दो घन श्याम द्वार दया का जब तू खोले पंचम सुर में गूंगा बोले. द्वार दया का जब तू खोले पंचम सुर में गूंगा बोले. अंधा देखे लंगड़ा चल कर पहुँचे काशी रे. दर्शन दो घन श्याम नाथ मोरी अखियां प्यासी रे. दर्शन दो घनश्याम पानी पी
कर प्यास बुझा
बुझाऊं नैनन को कैसे
कैसे समा
समझाऊं आँख मिचाली छोड़ो अब तो घट घट वासी रे दर्शन दो घन
घनश्याम
So beautiful. I love that word, aankh micholi, hide and seeks.
Can you
And
please share the meaning of that beautiful song?
yeah, we will share.
Okay.
This is very,
Share it
very
in the
touchy.
WhatsApp group also. That's also fine.
This is very, very touchy actually. When we surrender totally, no, कि अभी कुछ सहारा नहीं है. There is no any support, no sahara, no आधार. You are the only one. And the moment this thing comes, Gurudev says, no, प्रेम गली अति साकरी तामे दोनों समय, then you are already Brahman. That is why the para bhakti is the only way to experience and reach there.
So that's why it said, no, it is not seeking, it is seeing Brahman in everything. And we are only used to experiencing Maya, interactions and transactions through Maya. That is why we are getting these doubts or
Correct.
lack of not believing in ourselves. No, three types of doubts we get: self-doubt, doubting the shastras, the techniques, and doubting the path and the guru, all that. All these doubts come because we know only Maya, interactions through Maya.
And when you have
Gurudev.
Shraddha and love for knowledge, it will dawn on.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, very beautiful sharing and wonderful singing, Madhuri ji. Going back to Mrinal's question of all this is in Maya, all this is Maya, Shastra is in Maya, Shruti is in Maya. See, I think, I don't know whether it was here that we learned in the very beginning about um, supposing your great great grandmother has woven something and has given it to your her daughter, and that has come down by ages, and it has come to your mother, and she keeps it in the altar because it is handed down by her great great grandmother. It's like that, it's the lineage. And she tells you, you are the daughter, and she tells, your mother tells you, this is given to me by my so ever the ancestors, it's come down. Now you have not seen your great 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 grandmother, but do you believe your mother or no? You believe, right? That yes, this is handed down over, and therefore it is very precious, it is very sacred, and therefore it's kept in the altar. So similarly, all that we have been learning is being handed down over by from ages immemorial, and it is knowledge. So that element of faith is what is important in taking the Shruti as a pramana. That is fundamental. That faith is an element of every sadhak, because without faith you cannot move one step forward. So that faith is ingrained, has to be ingrained in all of us. What is faith? Shraddha is pending inquiry you believe in that. And the result of having Shraddha is that whatever you believe, you actually experience or you recognize. It is like that person who is blind and who's undergone surgery by the ophthalmologist, and the surgeon has asked him, now come on, open your eyes for you to know whether you'd be able to see or not. But this person is asking it is like him asking his doctor, oh, you prove to me that I'll be able to see, then I will open my eyes. It doesn't happen that way, right? He has to open his eyes. So that inquiry has to be there, and that Shraddha has to be there in the Shruti. And then when you keep inquiring and you go deeper into it, the result will be what you actually believed. That Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Forget about all the Shruti. Now, even modern physics, the last 2022, the Nobel Prize for Physics was given to three scientists who have proved that the universe is unreal. The universe is locally unreal. And this is what our Vedas have been telling us. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. And this is what one of the physicists told Dr. Gurudev. His name is Dr. Dur. He said, Gurudev, I've been studying matter for 3 decades only to know that it does not exist. So although all this is in Maya, there is that truth. The truth is that Asti Bhati Priti. Nama Rupa is what keeps changing. Nama Rupa is all Maya Janita. But the essential truth is you exist. You are happiness. You are knowledge. Isn't it?
Yes, thank you so much. Normally, I hesitate to ask question like this because it seems that you all have so much of a strong faith, and I do not. But I don't have anywhere else to go, so I keep asking such questions.
Absolutely fine. It's not denouncing anything at all. In fact, it is the reason why we have this Manana group is to fill in those gaps. These doubts happen, and that is why even Shankara brings up the Purva Pakshi, because these doubts can happen in every seeker's mind. These doubts can happen, and I'm very happy that you're very honest and you're bringing it up. There is no looking down upon anybody, much so yourself. Remember that shloka, Uddhared Atmanatmana. So it is not, we're not here to compare ourselves. Each one is in our own journey, and we are here together as a group to support one another. So I'm very happy that you brought this doubt up, Rinal. No looking down upon yourself at all.
Gurudev has said no, doubt is always about the positive. So it is not that we don't have faith. Because we have faith, only these doubts are coming. So, yeah, as what Brahmaraji said, this has helped us all, I think, to bring some clarity. I'm so glad you asked this question because we always get caught in this Maya. Because that is our only experience. So I'm also very grateful to this group for getting so much clarity. Thank you.
I think if we listen to Dharma Maya and we read the meanings with in English with each shloka they are chanting, it sums up everything. That's why I like to Am I clear? Then and everyone.
Yeah, very
Mrunalji, we
professional.
can. Mrunalji, sometimes I feel the gunas are dancing and they are making us behave like this. So it is also Maya.
That's true.
So we
That's true.
can just
Because
wash
see,
away the
true.
feeling. So I
However, I
don't have
keep
Shraddha.
no. However, I keep try this question because see, the basis itself is faith, and I, let me talk my mind. Uh, I don't have anything to hide because see, the basis itself is we think that this is Atma, there is Atma, and the story sorry, the imagination, it could be just an imagination. This is what I keep feeling. It could be all the the basis we have taken as Brahman and then the Atma, and the for that the Adhara is Brahman, we have said, and that we believe in only with if you have faith. Otherwise this is all a tall story, isn't it? Like a theorem, we suppose A is equal to B, and then we start having the theorem, and then A equals B. This is what is this uh, Vedas is saying, that I am that. Suppose I am that, and then you build up this story. But person like me, I really want to know whether this is I am me, is this truth or not. Though I might come to the conclusion later on, but the basis itself I don't know yet.
Just think you
Whether
are a
whether
center
this
of
is
the
Maya
creation.
or like any other religion. I'm not saying like in general. I'm talking. They have their faith. Now, as a Hindu, I have been learning this. I have my faith. So, whose faith is real? Like, how can I distinguish between my faith is different than his faith, and then mm, faith is the only basis? Then, what is the truth?
Faith is faith.
How
It
can I
is
say
not a
that is the truth? This is what was my this thing, and I'm not going to, or nobody is going to tell me what that real truth is, and how can I believe that yes I might realize that, or it could be just the play of Maya again, right? This was my so totally confused mind I am most of the time. Though the teachings in Vedas and also logical, and I have learned little bit of astrology. It falls all together. I mean, there is no way that I don't believe in these things, but the basis I am unable to get the clarity. And like everyone says that you will not get to know, or nobody is going to tell you.
I
So
have an
this is
example.
really
I have an example. Like I am the universe center and everything is created because of me. So who has created and which is Maya and which is truth? You can just imagine.
It is like pani mein neem pyasi.
yes,
Suppose person
absolutely.
is going to find
And
out
I feel
why
people
the
who
water
have
is.
total, yeah, people who have total faith, they are very happy. People who don't have faith in Shastras, they are also happy. A person who is trying to find out is so restless. Like this is what I was thinking. Like I really want to know, but then there is no way that I would know it.
That's why the four graces, no, Brahmaraji said. Guru's grace, Shastra's grace. I forgot to. Brahmaraji, please help me. Four grace, she's told, no, in this chapter. You
Guru
have a
Kripa,
Shastra.
Your
Huh?
own self.
Shastra Kripa, your own Atma Kripa, and
Ishvara Kripa,
Ishwar.
Ishvara Kripa, Shastra Kripa, Guru Kripa, and Atma Kripa.
Yeah, only that will make our restlessness subside.
And somewhere we have that experience also, that is why we are here, no? We have
And
had
if
some
you look at
kind of
this,
glimpses of transcendence
yeah,
or dissolving ourselves totally somewhere. We have experienced that here and there. Deep samadhi sthiti we have experienced, everyone. Only thing is, when we are in the again in the mundane, in the maya, we cannot relate it that experience here any with anything. The words are not enough. That's why we feel inadequate, and we are trying to catch, like finding the fish is trying to find the ocean. Same story ours also, no? And that pain and that pida only will take us through this. And unless until we dissolve, we won't experience the ocean, no? You are the ocean. That's what words will not be able to explain it in any ways.
Yesterday,
I am remembering that
Maybe,
Trotakacharya's.
I think that Prata Smarami will help a lot here. Prata Smarami, Purisamspuradatma Tattvam. So, Smarami and then Prata Bhajami. So, whatever Vedas are saying, neti, 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 the words are also not inadequate, not adequate, because the words also come through it only, na. So, how can you explain something which is so humongous and some small? How the imagine one ant is trying to experience and explain about the elephant. With we are having all the apparatus of a ant. We are trying to understand and analyze and telling each other the stories of the elephant. It is like that actually. That is why we do this bhajan, no? And in bhajan, when you come to the heart level, then that avarana, at what moment that avarana will be removed, and suddenly you realize that you are that. It will happen, and that is why we are all here, no? Jai Gurudev.
कुछ जान के चलो, कुछ मान के चलो.
Maya, like Brahman is beginningless, Maya is also beginningless. Ignorance is also beginningless. So it is futile to find out where is the origin of this, where has it come.
It's like a tennis ball, where it started from.
yesterday Guruji was speaking. I think he's in France, and I think at midnight there was a midnight satsang, and a lot of things that we have been discussing here. And he started with some stupid people in the Gulf region. He was talking about Hamas. Some silly people did something stupid, and then what is happening now? So many thousand civilians have lost their life, and the Israelis want revenge. All that kind of thing he was saying, and then he said that all this is going to happen in this world because somebody was very carried away by the Ukraine war, then mentioning this Israel Hamas war. And he said, all this will keep on happening. It happened in every yuga. And he's saying, we have to see that we don't get feverish about it. What we can do is how best we can do seva in such a situation. They also cited that Gurudev was instrumental in bringing about Indians out of Ukraine, what role he played there. So that was known to them. Gurudev just said that yes, the best thing is to how we can act in such situation, what seva we can give. I was so, I mean, everything that he said, that every type of person will be there. It is for us to be in acceptance, not be feverish, not be restless. The way he explained everything. And he said, in this situation, without being feverish, what can we do by way of seva? How best we can help? We can send medical aid, we can, whatever we can do. Food supply. It was a wonderful talk that he gave. After that, I have not been able to sleep at all after yesterday's satsang. I just did my sadhana and then started this. The concept is that we should not be feverish in whatever. Like I'm just back from a course at Pune for SSRVM teachers, and it is just that it is compulsory for them, and they have to pay fees. Now they have started getting a discount. Previously they didn't get a discount. Now they're getting a discount also, just like Art of Living other teachers. But they are forced into it. Like it is compulsory for them once in 2 years. So they are not sitting of their own volition. And no matter what I told them to come forward, sit, like group dynamics, group energy, and all that, they were strewn all over the place. And I just accepted the situation as it was. And by the fourth day, when they were experience sharing, they came out with okay, how well I treated them in spite of everything that they did. So for me, it was just to give them a pleasant this thing journey through the advanced course. Why should I make it unpleasant if they are ignorant? And this is what Guruji said also, that some people, because they lack in knowledge, they are ignorant. That is why they do what they do, whether it's a mother-in-law, whoever. And he said for us how to respond who are in knowledge.
मी तेच बोलत होते. आता मग काय ना त्या बाजूच्याला बघते ते मला ओळखत होतात डोळ्याला हेच पर्याय आणलेलं. यावेळी आम्ही ते शोधत असतो ना क्रिसमसच्या दिवशी तिला घालायला तेच पण मी गावात पण
Vandanaji, mute yourself.
सॉरी मॅम.
No, it's okay. Finally, they had such wonderful experiences that they were sharing for the course. And like I went on telling them that don't scold the students. Uh, Sometimes it's okay, but don't take it out on them, sort of. And a lot of things that I tell during the course, how to behave with students and all, more because they were teachers. Like they had issues with teenagers and all that. So how they have hormonal imbalances, they don't understand their body. I was explaining all that to them. And I slide down hormones, so that I showed to them. Ultimately, they came around. It shot a video of them dancing, so I don't know, but it was really good. Like they really had fun in the course. Yeah, good. More thing regarding the other religions, most of the religious scriptures say the same thing. We are talking about Atma here and realizing Atma. In Muslims, they call it Ruh and Qayamat ka din, Judgment Day. Christians also talk about Judgment Day when Karmo ka phal. So they'll get their rewards or their punishment for the karma. So all that is there in every religion. It's nearly the same thing that is said. Little bit of difference will always be there because all the religions were spoken and somebody else wrote them down over a period of time. And then somebody else wrote their version of it. So there are going to be for and against coming up. because they were all orally handed down. That is why in Christianity you have the Old Testament and the New Testament also. You have two different testaments. Jai Guru.
Jai Gurudev. Sumaji, can you play the Maya Shatakam, Maya Panchakam, and followed by the Brahma Jnanavali Mala? And you can say the Shanti part before that. Thanks.
Sure. So let's close our eyes. Just accept whatever is going through our mind. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Jai Gurudev.
निरुपमनित्यनिरंशकेऽप्यखण्डे मयि चिति सर्वविकल्पनादिशून्ये घटयति जगदीश जीवभेदम् त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया श्रुतिशतनिगमान्तशोधकानपि अहह धनादिनिदर्शनेन सद्यः कलुषयति चतुष्पदाद्यभिन्ना न घटितघटना पडीयसी माया सुखचिदखण्डविबोधमद्वितीयम् वियदनलादिविनिर्मित्ते नियोज्य भ्रमयति भवसागरे नितान्तम् त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया अपगतगुणवर्णजातिभेदे सुखचितिविप्रविडाद्यहङ्कृतिं च स्फुटयति सुतदारकेहमोहम् त्वघटितघटना पटीयसी माया विधिहरिहरविभेदमप्यखण्डे बत विरचय्य बुधानपि प्रकामम् भ्रमयति हरिहरविभेदभावान् घटितघटना पडीयसी माया त्वघटितघटना पडीयसी माया
असङ्गोऽहम् 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 पुनः पुनः सच्चिदानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्यशुद्धविमुक्तोऽहम् निराकारोऽहमव्ययः भूमानन्दस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः नित्योऽहम् निरवध्योऽहम् निराकारोऽहमच्युतः परमानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः शुद्धचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् आत्मा रामोऽहमेव च अखण्डानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः प्रत्यक्षचैतन्यरूपोऽहम् शान्तोऽहम् प्रकृतेः परः शाश्वतानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तत्त्वातीतपरात्माहम् मध्यातीतः परशिवः मायातीतपरञ्ज्योतिः अहमेवाहमव्ययः नानारूपव्यतीतोऽहम् चिदाकारोऽहमच्युतः सुखरूपस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः माया तत्कार्यदेहादि मम नास्त्येव सर्वदा स्वप्रकाशैकरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः गुणत्रयव्यतीतोऽहम् ब्रह्मादीनां च साक्ष्यहम् अनन्तानन्दरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः अन्तर्ज्योतिस्वरूपोऽहम् कूटस्थः सर्वगोऽस्म्यहम् सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः द्वन्द्वादिसाक्षिरूपोऽहम् अचलोऽहं सनातनः सर्वसाक्षिस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः प्रज्ञानघन एवाहम् विज्ञानघन एव च अकर्ताहम् अभोक्ताहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः निराधारस्वरूपोऽहम् सर्वाधारोऽहमेव च आप्तकामस्वरूपोऽहम् अहमेवाहमव्ययः तापत्रयविनिर्मुक्तः देहत्रयविलक्षणः अवस्थात्रयसाक्ष्यस्मि अहमेवाहमव्ययः दृग्दृश्यौ द्वौ पदार्थौ स्तः परस्परविलक्षणौ दृग्ब्रह्मदृश्यं मायेति सर्ववेदान्तडिण्डिमः अहं साक्षीति यो विद्यात् विविच्यैवं पुनः पुनः स एव मुक्तः स विद्वान् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः घटकुड्यादिकं सर्वं मृत्तिकामात्रमेव च तद्वद्ब्रह्म जगत्सर्वम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः ब्रह्म सत्यं जगन्मिथ्या जीवो ब्रह्मैव नापरः अनेन वेद्यं सच्छास्त्रम् इति वेदान्तडिण्डिमः अन्तर्ज्योति बहिर्ज्योतिः प्रत्यग्ज्योतिः परात्परः ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम् ज्योतिज्योति स्वयं ज्योतिः आत्मज्योतिशिवोऽस्म्यहम्